Hello, welcome back to the Project Hercules Diaries from the alternate design room, which is Bob's kitchen. You may recall previously we were looking at mounting the front drive pulley that drives the clutch onto the end of the crank, and we've run into a little bit of a problem there because the front drive pulley has got two tapped holes in it. This is the largest pulley that you can get off Norville for a Norton. It's got a keyway in the middle, it's got a 1-inch bore, but it's also got 3 screws on this side, and it's got a taper, so it's a taper bore rather than a straight bore. So all of these things have to be avoided by the 4 holes that we need to drill through to bolt it to the end of the crankshaft, and that's where we've got just the smallest of problems. So over here, any minute now Bob's going to come back with another drawing, but over here we've got, this represents the end of the crankshaft, that is the spigot in the centre of the crankshaft, and these are the 4 holes that we need to bolt things down to the crankshaft via. And this represents the pulley that I've just shown you. So you can see they've got 1, 2, 3 screws that are in here that Bob's drawn up, 1, 2, 3 there. On the other side of the pulley you've got the 2 tapped holes which are there and there. There is the keyway, that's the inner 1-inch diameter, and that's the outer diameter of the taper. So with the best design skills in the world, using tracing paper, you can see that normally, under ideal conditions, these 4 holes can be drilled without crashing into any of the other existing holes. However, the heads of the bolts just overhang the edge of the taper, and they would be sticking out in free, fresh air. So it would work, it wouldn't be ideal, and it would look a bit naff as well. So we've elected to change the front pulley. Now we've got a few calculations there around the gear ratios and the speeds that we did a while ago. How long ago was that, Bob? It was ages, wasn't it?
It might be dated even, I'm not sure.
Oh, right.
It was certainly probably about 6 months ago or more, wasn't it? Middle of last year, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. And we were going for sort of at least 70 mile an hour in top gear. So with a 36 teeth front pulley, that would give us 70 miles an hour at 2,800 RPM. And as we're going to procure a new pulley, we're going to go for, was there 46?
44, aren't we?
44, yeah, because you can't buy a 46, it's not a standard size. So a 44 tooth front pulley should give us 90 miles an hour at 2,800 RPM, or 70 miles an hour at
just over 2,000.
Just over 2,250. So using this rather nice dry clutch and a 50mm wide belt, I'm a bit happy with that if we get that pulley. So what have you got there? This is the
well, that's how it all assembles onto the end of the crankshaft, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, this is what we're concerned about. The fact that the taper is here, it's not shown on this drawing, means that these heads, half of these heads are in fresh air.
Yeah, it's the
because
taper,
that's not a parallel bore, it's a taper.
Yeah, and it's tapered.
That's our problem. So when we get the new pulley, it will have a smaller bore in there, and it'll all sit, it'll all lock up.
Yeah, fantastic. And as we're buying one with just a pilot bore and a boss, we could perhaps,
I think we can make
machine the boss.
We can make the boss, you know, instead of this separate piece, make the boss part of the pulley as it comes with the pulley. Why don't we shape it all up off the pulley?
Yeah, and then we haven't got a piece to lose if we're ever doing a 10,000 mile rebuild.
At the moment we've got a separate piece flapping about in there, which we don't need, I don't think.
Very good, very good. So
it'll be, instead of 40mm wide, it will be 50mm wide. So just a little bit wider here.
Yeah, like this belt here, which is
45. Well, this is a 50mm belt, isn't it? Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
This belt is going to be too short for us, but this belt has been round the Isle of Man.
Oh yeah, finished second
on the actual TT.
Oh yeah, finished second in the TT.
Second,
ridden by Steve Linsell.
There you go.
This actual belt.
What's that worth then? £1 million?
I don't know. yeah. It was it'd probably be about the 1975 or something TT. Right. The mid-70s, Steve raced it in the island,
Oh, if we'd got him to sign it, would be worth even more, wouldn't it? Well, that's really interesting, that. So that's the plan, and obviously it's much nicer to do it by a nice, comfy, warm fire than it is in the shed, because it's still a little bit cold at the moment, isn't it?
It's getting warmer, isn't it?
Yeah, it's warmed up today a bit.
Well, the wind has swung round to the south, hasn't it? That vane is pointing south instead of north today. And I think it's...
Which vane you got there?
Well, the one on the top of the church spire. Right,
I can't quite see it from here. Right,
yeah.
Yeah. So that's the plan. Anyway, we're going to buy a new sprocket. We're going to get a little bit more top speed, perhaps at the expense of a little bit of acceleration, but not too bad. And that's the latest update. As usual, thank you for watching. More updates will follow.